Hi, my name is Wattles, and welcome to another Snapshot Showcase video. Elites, take a look at the day. Friday. Yup, that's right. You know what that means. It's not usually Snapshot Day, but we have a snapshot anyways. Today, on Friday, May 29, 2020, the 20w22a snapshot released. Today, you know the deal. You already know what we're going to do. We're going to dive into the snapshot, talk about all the features, talk about all the changes. The snapshot, it's all about movement. And kind of. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's breakdown, help me out, do the video a favor by dropping a like, and remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that bell as well. Wednesdays are usually the official snapshot day around here, but this week, that's different. There was no snapshot this past Wednesday. Instead, we have the snapshot today, on Friday. Now, the snapshot is a smaller snapshot, but there is one really cool, really funny feature that has made its way into the game in this snapshot. It's all about movement. We'll say that. Alongside the movement-related addition, we have some smaller changes to villagers, bells, and other things as well. Other ones. Let's actually start there. This is a small change, but it's actually a pretty nice one. Players can no longer mount entities while crouching. So we're crouching right now. And then if we try and mount the horse, we actually get its inventory. Whereas if we're just standing, we get right into the horse. Magma Cube, can you not right now? I'm busy. Everything else about mounting and dismounting entities is exactly the same. If we're on the horse and we crouch, then we get off of the horse. It's just if we're standing next to the horse or another entity and we're crouching, we won't actually get in. Another example of this one is right here. So you see the boat, we're crouching currently. If I try and get in the boat, I actually can't get in the boat. I'm trying very hard right now, so hard, but it just doesn't work. Kind of interesting. What if I told you piglins have some of the most impressive dance moves in the entire Minecraft universe? Would you believe me? Well, you better, because that's definitely the case. In the 20w22a snapshot, piglins got this really cool dance move that they'll sometimes do after a successful hunt. Piglins, you better do the dance. Do the dance. Okay, we try again over here. Buddy, you better back up. Oh, man. Oh, that's not good for that hoglin. No dance again. Well, that's okay, because there's more hoglins where that came from. So this dance is done completely at random. It'll happen from time to time after a hunt is successful. A hunt is successful if the piglins actually manage to get rid of the hoglin. So, will they do it this time? No. No dance again. Now, unfortunately, this dance, it doesn't happen very often, which is a huge bummer because I think it is really cool. I'm still trying to make it happen, but I'm just having no luck. I definitely think that this dance should happen more often than it does right now. It's just so cool. It adds a lot of personality to the piglins. There it is, the dance. It took so long, but the T-pose dance, oh man, it was definitely worth it. Would you take a look at this movement going on? There's lots of head bouncing, I guess, T-posing, you know, all of the cool stuff. It doesn't last very long though, which is a little bit of a bummer, but the dance, was that 10-minute wait worth it? Definitely. 100%. It finally happened, and that's all that matters. That's the biggest thing in the snapshot, yes. This week's snapshot also did a little bit of work to villagers, more specifically, workstations and villagers. Basically, villagers got a little bit smarter when it comes to workstations in this week's snapshot. As of this snapshot, villagers will no longer try and work at the same workstation, and to work at a workstation, they actually need to be able to reach that workstation before taking the job. Before the snapshot, it was actually kind of weird. In certain circumstances, villagers would actually try and claim the exact same workstation. If you're adding a workstation to an area, the most experienced villager for that profession will get that job. So for example, let's say we're adding a composter to this area over here, and a farmer needed a job. Maybe 2 farmers. One farmer was all the way leveled though. Well, then that leveled up farmer would actually end up getting that workstation. That new composter would belong to the highest leveled farmer villager. If they needed a new workstation, that is. 2 final changes when it comes to villagers and workstations in the snapshot. If you're trying to give your villager a new job, make sure it's not daytime, and make sure you're not in the middle of a raid, because if you are, well, it's not going to work. Villagers can no longer take a job or claim a workstation at nighttime or during a raid. Definitely makes sense. A job is the last thing a villager should be worried about when there are invaders in their town. Villagers will now also check to make sure their workstation is valid at all times of the day, as long as they are within 16 blocks of that workstation. So basically, like I said, villagers got smarter in the snapshot when it comes to their workstation. Good news. The bell also got a pretty big upgrade in this week's snapshot. Bells can now be hung in places that they could never be hung before. Basically, bells can be hung on more blocks. On screen are some blocks that the bell can be hung from. One block that the bell can't be hung from, though, is the leaf block. You can't hang a bell off of the bottom of a leaf. This week's snapshot also has quite a few technical changes. In the snapshot, there have been some changes to rendering and some changes to the loading of data packs. Hopefully, all of these changes will help smooth things out a little bit more. In terms of other technical changes, the snapshot also brings some optimization when it comes to collision detection. In case you're into the technical changes and you'd like to read a little bit more, I'll go ahead and leave a link to this week's changelog down in the description below. Finally, there have been plenty of bug fixes in the 20w22a snapshot. But that's actually gonna just about do it for today's breakdown video. What do you think about the dance? Do you like it? If you've messed with it in game, do you think it should happen more? Definitely share your thoughts down in the comments below. And I can already see the question now. No. Unfortunately, no Nether update release date quite yet. Hopefully soon though. I'll definitely keep you posted when there is a release date though, so make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed today's video, help me out, help the video out by dropping a like. Until next time, elites, stay fresh. I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.